what if I tell you that this model was way easier to texture than this one and this rock? And not only it's easier, it's also used in the most modern games. And it's only because of the previous steps, very detailed sculpting for example. So here we have this model, it was made by N-hance Studio, and let me show you how easy it is to actually create color base. But of course, first of all, we'll need to load normal map and other maps right here in Substance Painter. You can also make it in Blender, and you can check our previous tutorial about this. All you need is to switch to base color and work only in base color if you want to make textures. Just add one fill layer for shadows, pick code color of your main color. Let's say the material will be orange, so the main color should be a bit darker and it should be red, just like this. Then we just copy this layer and we name it light, and then of course we'll make it brighter and a bit warmer. It's very important, and a bit less saturated. Right click, add a black mask, right click once again, add generator and search for light. Simple as it is. Now we actually have it, and if you add multiple light generators, rotate them around. Let's say this part is too dark, so I can literally copy it, I can reduce opacity here, and to be honest, this is the only technique you need to use right from the beginning. And to speed up our entire process, of course I will use SimpleDiffuse, our plugin that we made, that will have many lights and it will have correct initial values. And actually here everything is already set up, and all we need is to copy this layer, right click, use ID mask or just use paint. Let's select this foot, and now we can actually go to color to change color width, make it a bit more saturated and darker. And the reason why I'm showing you this, that guys, it's not that hard to texture, especially when you have good sculpt. And for most of you guys, it's very easier to learn how to sculpt than how to paint the entire illustration on low poly model. Because if we talk about these rocks, this was like a big painting and it took plenty of hours compared to this chest. And this is example of our final color base that we did in the studio, and I don't want to end this video on this, simply because this color base of course looks good for some of the games, but still it's not enough. If we talk about the biggest projects, if we talk about more detalization. And one of the best advices I can give you guys to push this texture like this is just not to paint everywhere, because you already have all of the light and shadow information from your color base, and all you need is to work mainly on the edges, sometimes at ambient occlusion, and yeah, basically turn these tiny edges to different patterns. Let's say this line, it looks straight and boring, or I can turn it to some pattern like this. So this one is barely visible. Let me show you, for example, here on the wood, especially when you have corners, you actually need to turn them to stylized shapes and everything will look way better. Sometimes you can even outline these highlights with a neighbor shadow color. Paint slightly and then pick neighbor color, blend it once again. Of course, you need to learn some painting techniques, but anyone can make it. This is not illustration or concept art. And this is the simple difference that we can have. The biggest mistake you can actually make is to pick, let's say, brighter color and try to repaint the entire side with mid-size or large brush strokes. So if you have something like this on your color base all over it, it's like a huge mistake. If painting in 3D code seems a bit complex and you're too lazy, you can just use projections. Go to edit, edit projection in external editor, hide light map, new layer, and here on the new layer we can actually paint the entire texture. I don't rush with the contrast, I actually pick values and colors that I already have from the color base. I don't add any additional colors right away. For example, we have some weird patterns, green patterns from generators like this. We can actually turn them to some interesting shapes, and you can see this detalization is mainly on the edges and it's pretty light without too much of the additional volume. Of course, I can use soft brush and let's say I can add ambient occlusion like this, additional one, and maybe I can add ambient occlusion with selection to push a bit more of the volume, just like here. Press Ctrl S and in few seconds you'll have it in 3D code. And organic objects, of course, we need to paint them as well, and we need to push them with hand paint. So let's add new layer. When you have very inflated part, let's say you can add just a bit of the highlight on the top, maybe it could be small and very bright. So for example, here we can add some additional information. If we just use regular lasso, let's say we just use soft brush in a mid-size to add shadow around it, and then on top of it, just right here where we want to make it a bit more inflated, we simply need to add some light. Just press few times, pick this color, press few times on top of it, and actually right away we have pretty good result. Press Ctrl S, and that's literally it, guys. That's how you make very detailed hand paint over the color base. At the same time, the biggest mistake is to paint everywhere and completely destroy the volume of your color base. Sometimes details that you paint on every side are unnecessary and they will create just a noise. And to learn more about this process, you can check our other YouTube videos. We have big courses on YouTube, and we have one huge one in our school about texturing, also about sculpting and so on. If you want to check it, I will leave a link in description. If we talk about my day-to-day job, I'm actually happy that some of these tools like Substance Painter appeared, because it just speed up the entire process, and for me it's a bit more satisfying than painting from complete scratch where you actually need to block your light and shadow. So you can imagine when you have like simple model like this and you need to paint all of this information from scratch. It's like a hell for some of the artists, and that's why even for low poly pipeline I still suggest to create color base this way. Doesn't matter in Substance Painter or Blender. Let's say I will remove all of the maps. Now we have like low poly model like this one, and we go to Bake Mesh Maps. We actually select everything here, and then we press Bake Selected Textures. And now let's say instead of painting everything from complete scratch, you can imagine we can also apply some of the light generators or SimpleDiffuse, and you have this nice color base. Also for low poly organic objects, some of the artists actually prefer to sculpt pretty quickly and then make quick color base, and that's almost it. Guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. All of the links will be in description, and thank you for watching.